There's been a lot of homes, up to the hundreds, that have been saved because of our firefighters.
Now at 11, progress and a bit of optimism in the fight against the largest wildfire in the country. Plus,
the UK variant was the most contagious virus we had ever seen. It took over the entire state in 3 months. The Delta variant did that in 3 weeks.
Wow, harrowing. An urgent warning as U.S. COVID cases rise and another wave of the pandemic looms. And in case you missed any of the action, we've got a full recap of all the best highlights from today's Olympic competitions.
This is KGW News at 11.
Thanks for joining us here at 11. I'm Morgan Romero. We first want to get to an update on that deadly shooting of a Clark County detective. A suspect is in custody tonight. Officers found and arrested 26-year-old Guillermo Rea today in Salem. He's going to be extradited to Clark County, where he faces charges related to the shooting of Detective Sergeant Jeremy Brown. Police say on Friday night, Brown was shot in his car in the parking lot of an apartment complex while conducting surveillance. This was at the Point Apartments on Northeast 109th in Vancouver. Police say 3 people ran off following the shooting, including Guillermo Rea, another man, and a woman. A neighbor said he saw it happen after hearing what sounded like gunfire.
They both came running around the corner and jumping in the car to get away. I just thought that was pretty suspicious. She was wearing a black sweater and she was waving around a bag, and that caused them to stop the car, back up to go pick her up, and then they drove off and hung a right around this corner and just disappeared.
Police chased the car. It crashed about 5 miles away from the apartments. 28-year-old Abram Rea Leon and 35-year-old Misty M. Rea were arrested on unrelated felony warrants. Guillermo Rea got away until his arrest today. Late Friday night, a somber gathering of law enforcement signaled 46-year-old Brown didn't make it. A long line of vehicles, lights flashing, you can see there, accompanied the 15-year veteran of the sheriff's office from the hospital to the medical examiner's office. We'll keep you updated as we learn more about this horrific story. The West Coast wildfire season continues to rage. Firefighters work to hold containment lines on the Bootleg fire burning in southern Oregon. It's the biggest wildfire in the country right now at 408,000 acres, about twice the size of New York City for some context. It's 46% contained right now, and as Galen Etland shows us, crews from all over, including right here in Portland, are part of the firefight.
As flames burned forest and wildlands overnight in Klamath and Lake counties, the tone from firefighters is now more optimistic.
And there's been a lot of homes, up to the hundreds, that have been saved because of our firefighters.
Stephen Myers is part of the team working to protect buildings from the Bootleg fire. They're removing fuel around homes and wrapping them in this heat-reflecting foil. With the fast-moving flames, at least 67 homes have burned in the last 3 weeks.
I imagine that must be both very rewarding and heavy work, seeing that some people have lost their homes already. What is that like for you?
So in this case, when you have multiple homes and you're having to triage which ones make the most sense to defend and work on, it can be really challenging.
The threat to structures has changed.
Marcus Kaufman is part of the Wildland Fire team, helping cut back fuel and create hard lines to keep the fire from spreading even more.
Line construction can take days.
Day and night, crews are clearing paths 30 to 40 feet wide. Even then, wind and dry conditions can carry flames across lines, creating new spot fires.
That process is very tiring, somewhat frustrating for the crews because we weren't making the kind of progress that we wanted to.
But he says a recent break in the weather has meant more mild conditions.
Getting a good depth in there on mop-up.
Weather overall, though, has been a challenge, with a tornado even confirmed earlier this week, ripping bark off trees northeast of Campbell Lake along the eastern perimeter of the fire. Controlled burns are part of the line building process too, many happening at night when temperatures are cooler.
How is it working for weeks on end through such a difficult task that is not necessarily getting easier?
It can be mentally challenging, and it has been a long haul.
He says firefighter mental health is a big priority, with more than 2,000 personnel working together.
And it's kind of a band of brothers and sisters from all over the country,
fighting the same fight.
It's not just Portland, it's not just Eastern Oregon, it's all of Oregon that has come together to support this effort.
To save communities. Galen Etland, KGW News.
And facing tough conditions as well. Down in California, the Dixie Fire merged with a smaller wildfire and is destroying homes in remote areas. It's burning in the northern part of the state. It's the largest fire in California at more than 190,000 acres. Crews say the rough terrain makes the flames difficult to stop. The fire has destroyed more than a dozen structures and threatens thousands more. Fire officials warn people to listen to evacuation orders, saying they may not be able to rescue them if they stay inside their homes. Some local school districts are updating mask policies ahead of the fall. Lake Oswego sent out a letter to parents saying all kids younger than 12 will need to wear a mask inside. That's, of course, until they can get vaccinated. Masks won't be required for students 12 and up who are vaccinated. Unvaccinated students who are exposed to COVID won't have to quarantine if they wear a mask. That's another change. Once the FDA approves vaccines for younger students, the district will revisit its plan. Nationally, COVID cases are rising in all 50 states. Officials blame the Delta variant and urge people to get vaccinated. NBC's Jennifer Johnson reports.
Across the country, vaccination rates have hit their lowest level since the end of January. 30 states have yet to vaccinate at least half of their residents. 99% of all COVID hospitalizations and deaths are unvaccinated patients, as federal doctors beg everyone to get the shot.
50% of the country is not fully vaccinated. That's a problem, particularly when you have a variant like Delta.
Los Angeles and San Diego counties are now reporting their highest number of new cases since February. St. Louis will again mandate masks indoors starting Monday. Missouri's Republican Attorney General plans to sue, even as cases in that state have shot up 70% in 2 weeks.
The UK variant was the most contagious virus we had ever seen. It took over the entire state in 3 months. The Delta variant did that in 3 weeks.
San Francisco's Bar Alliance is expected to announce Monday bars will start requiring proof of vaccination for customers. Many areas forced to take a step back in this pandemic, with doctors warning the colder months could be even worse. One model predicting a tripling of the current death rate by mid-October.
Anyone who goes out and get vaccinated right now is going to have a vaccine that protects them through the fall and the winters.
COVID-19 also still hitting big-name American Olympians in Tokyo. Golfer Bryson DeChambeau, the latest U.S. competitor, forced to withdraw after testing positive. Jennifer Johnson, NBC News, Washington.
People in Northeast Portland spent the day cleaning up after a mural was defaced overnight. The mural is by the Union Market at Northeast MLK and Failing Street. It supports the Black Lives Matter movement and was finished after George Floyd was killed in 2020. The artist who painted the original mural helped organize the effort to repair it this afternoon.
I reached out to the community. I went on social media and said, you know what, at 2 o'clock today, we're going to have a paint party. We're going to show some unity, some love, and some strength. Like, here we go. This is what we're about.
Local businesses helped clean up too, offering free food and coffee to people painting today. The vandalism on the mural included the words Patriot Front. According to the Southern Poverty Law Center, Patriot Front is a white nationalist hate group. An update on the shooting at the Lane County Fair yesterday. Police arrested 2 minors, a 16 and a 14-year-old. Police say a fight led up to the shooting. While security was dealing with the 16-year-old, the teen's gun went off, hitting a woman in the arm. The 16-year-old was charged in the shooting, while the 14-year-old faces charges for tampering with evidence. Security was stepped up today on the final day of the county fair. Still to come here at 11, mixed results in the pool and a stunner on the court. Orlando has our full Olympic recap featuring the top highlights from Tokyo.
And Morgan, for the second day in a row, we saw temperatures right around 90 degrees. Will be just as warm for tomorrow, but I'm tracking a mini heat wave that arrives later this week. So just how warm will things get? I'll let you know a little later on in the show.
What's good, everyone? Arguably the most anticipated Olympic event of the day happened in the pool. American Katie Ledecky, the most dominant female swimmer ever, defending her gold medal in the 400-meter freestyle against Australia's Ariarne Titmus, a rising star who beat Ledecky in this event back in 2019. And this race lived up to the hype. Ledecky, the world record holder, pushed the pace, had the lead for most of this race, but Titmus, nicknamed the Terminator, came on strong, capturing the lead with about 50 meters to go and never gave it up, winning gold with a time of 3 minutes, 56.69 seconds, the second fastest in history, beating Ledecky by 67 hundredths of a second. And check out Titmus's coach here, could not contain himself. Ledecky still has 3 more individual races and a relay. First day of women's gymnastics, the goal, qualify for the finals, both as a team and individually. Mission accomplished. The Americans qualified as a team, but Russia finished on top of the team standings. Simone Biles, aka the greatest of all time, didn't have her best day, had some minor mistakes, but was still good enough to have the top score. Biles will compete for the all-around title as well as all 4 individual events. She's got a shot at 6 medals. Jordan Childs from Vancouver, Washington, was expected to be in the mix for the other all-around slot. She's been steady leading up to Tokyo, but it was not her day. Had some major errors, even fell off the balance beam. Childs had the lowest score of the Americans, was 40th overall. Despite not qualifying for individual events, she will still compete in team competition for gold. Oregon State commit Jade Carey, sensational. She brought it, earning a spot in the individual finals in both the floor and vault. She came close to taking the other all-around spot, but that belongs to Suni Lee. She was solid all day, finished 3rd overall. Lee also qualified individually in the balance beam and uneven bars. Team finals, Tuesday. Props to those who got up at 5 a.m. to watch Damian Lillard and Team USA take on France in their Olympic opener. But this was a wake-up call for the Americans, who suffered their first Olympic loss since 2004. They struggled to shoot, especially in the second half. When the game was on the line, they couldn't buy a bucket. Lillard had just 11 points. France went on a 16-2 run to close it out, winning 83-76, snapping USA's 25-game win streak at the Olympics. They're not out of it. They can still advance to group play. Next up, Iran on Wednesday. Beaverton's Marielle Zagunis, her 5th Olympics right now, and she is going strong. She won her first 2 matches, advancing to the Sabre quarterfinals. That is scheduled to happen in the next 15 minutes.
Oh, we got to tune in.
Oh, absolutely. We got lots of action. We're just heating up, lots of local connections, too. That makes it awesome.
Yeah, you have something vested in it, too. That's
Totally.
What's so fun to watch.
Totally. I mean, she's right out of Beaverton.
Crazy. All right. Thanks, Orlando.